Manaslu sure has its rewards, from lush valleys to remote villages and soaring peaks. But to reap the rewards, you must submit to the challenges that come with traveling to a restricted trekking zone. I'm Aditi Sharpa. Let's learn some more. Now, something that's unique to Nepal are suspension bridges, and we get questions about them from travelers as well. Some people with vertigo are quite afraid of them. Looks kind of scary, doesn't it? But there are some tricks to help you. For example, something that helps a lot is focusing on the view in front and not looking down. You can also touch the rope for balance while you're walking. And another thing that helps, especially me, is when the suspension bridge swings a little, you kind of have to let your body sway with the bridge. And it helps with balance. It helps you move forward as well. It's something that you get over slowly as you progress in the trek as well.
It's a long trek ahead, mostly roads, and it's very scenic. We'll be passing some rainforests, and it's going to be amazing. We'll see you there.
Now, on the Manaslu Circuit, you will have to go through some rough terrains in some points. The first 3 days, it's a lot of steep uphill, rocky steep uphills, but in some places, starting from the fourth day, there will be some really narrow walkways alongside the hills. Now, the guides will guide you on how to walk when you're passing through roads like that. For example, you have to maintain a certain pace, you need to look forward when you're walking, basically follow the guide's instructions. And also, you will encounter a lot of mules along the way. And when they approach you, you need to make sure to walk on the side of the wall, because sometimes they might push you. You're not gonna fall off the cliff, it's not gonna happen, but to make sure, always walk on the side of the wall whenever mules approach you.
We're currently at Samagao, second to low. It's the longest village here in the Manaslu Circuit.
You also need to be very mindful about your foot placement. For example, don't leave your back foot before making sure that your front foot is stable. And also make sure that you have good boots. If your boots are too tight, then while walking downhill, they're going to really end up hurting your toes. And you need boots with good ankle support. In case you roll your ankles, they will really make sure that you don't sprain them. And also, if your boots are old and their soles are kind of wearing off, it would be a good idea to replace them, get a new pair, because some of the terrain, especially the first 3 days, it's a lot of rocky pathways. And if your boots' soles are worn down, the rocks will end up kind of hurting your feet along the journey. So maybe invest in some boots. Now, when it comes to altitude sickness, the effects may vary depending on your age, your prior experience, your gender, your genetic makeup, your hemoglobin levels, pre-existing diseases. So it's always smart to go check up with your doctor to make sure that your body is prepped for altitude as well. Now, some symptoms of altitude sickness can be nausea, headaches, lethargy. You might end up losing your appetite. You might have a hard time falling asleep. So always make sure to listen to your body, and if you are experiencing symptoms, inform your guide. They might prescribe you some Diamox, which is an altitude sickness medicine, which might make you feel better.
Hello. We left Samagao today early morning to go to the base camp. Some of us made it, some of us had a hard time along the way, but then all of us crossed like 4,000 meters, so we're pretty acclimatized. It also started getting really windy and cloudy around like 12:1.
Now, your guide will be carrying a pulse oximeter, so if you are experiencing some symptoms, make sure to tell them so you can get your oxygen level checked and take precautions accordingly. Now, something else that helps with altitude sickness is acclimatization. And acclimatization days are built into our trek. For example, on our way to Samagao, we have Pungyan Gumba, and from Samagao, we do our Manaslu base camp, which will greatly help your body acclimatize accordingly.
I personally am loving the altitude up here. We just had our second acclimatization stop. It's really important to do because up in the mountains here, if you go up too fast or go low too fast, you can do some serious damage. And so we've got this really awesome opportunity with this great trekking tour guides that are making sure that we're staying safe the whole way, up and down.
calm, hearing the wind, feeling your senses more, appreciating the meditative aspect that the Buddha and the symbolism is representing.
Some other things that are really important is hydration. Make sure to keep yourself hydrated, carry a water bottle, and pacing is very important as well. Remember, it's not a competition. You need to make sure that your body is getting used to the altitude as well. So take stops along the way, even despite the acclimatization days. Don't rush it. Take it slow, enjoy the view, and let your body get used to the altitude. Now, as we've mentioned in earlier videos as well, the ideal time to do this trek is during October, November, or April, May, because the weather is much more favorable during those times, but it's the weather. You never really know. So just to stay prepared, make sure to carry a rain jacket as well, or at least something waterproof. Now, I've mentioned boots already, but another thing that's really important to consider is your backpack. Make sure that they're really hugging your body and they're comfortable and they don't mess with your center of gravity either. Further tips for what gear you need to pack is going to be in our packing list video. The link is going to be in the description. Now, another question that we've gotten is how you can prepare for the trek physically before it starts. And the thing is, the trekkers that we get for the Manaslu Circuit vary when it comes to fitness levels. So there isn't like a particular thing that you need to prep for before it, but it's always nice to get some cardio in, some hiking, some strength training, just to get your body ready for the trek. You're going to be covering quite a distance during this trek. The first 3 days up to Namrum, it's going to be around 16 kilometers per day. Up to Samdo, including the acclimatization days, that's 10 kilometers per day. From Samdo to Dharmashala, that's 4 kilometers. And from Dharmashala to Dharapani, that's 18 kilometers on average per day. Dharmashala is going to be our highest sleeping point at 4,500 meters. And up till there, on an average, we'll have around 428 meters of elevation gain per day. On some days, the highest it can go is 800 meters, and the lowest is 200. And on acclimatization days, Pungyan Gumba is going to be 700 meters of elevation gain. The base camp is going to be 900 meters of elevation gain, and the Tibet border is going to be 1,400 meters of elevation gain. Now, if this is your first trek, it can be a bit difficult initially. The first 2 days were really hard on me. It might not be for you, but you need to really make sure that you're keeping yourself motivated, because you need to think of the rewards that you're going to get along the way, the accomplishment you'll feel once you reach the peak, the things you'll get to see along the way.
So we've made it to Larke Pass. 5,106 meters. Everything that we went through from day one, all leading up to this place and this breathtaking view.
And again, it's not a race. You can sit there, enjoy the view, enjoy the company, and make sure to motivate each other. I know that the company I had there really kept me going, because if I'm honest, the first 2 days kind of took everything out of me, but because they were there, because I made sure to appreciate the things around me, it helped me a lot. And by the end of it, I came out feeling really accomplished, and you will too. So we're proud of you here at Magical Nepal, and make sure that you're proud of yourself too. I hope that cleared out any confusions. Thank you for watching.